Good evening and welcome to Wealth Creation Through Industrialization. I am Hadiza Olaosebikan. Tonight's edition of the program will focus on another laudable program of the federal government of Nigeria, which is the National Enterprise Development Program, Nedep. As you recall, recently on the program, we brought you the elements of Nigerian Industrial Revolution Plan. Today's episode, we will focus at the elements of Nedep, which has continued to turn around the fortunes of micro, small, and medium businesses across the 6 geopolitical zones of the country. Do stay tuned. The National Enterprise Development Program, Nedep, was launched recently alongside the Nigerian Industrial Revolution Plan in Abuja by President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan through the Ministry of Industry, Trade and Investment. Also, checks were presented to some beneficiaries of Nedep by the Honorable Minister of Industry, Trade and Investment and the Managing Director of the Bank of Industry, Ms. Evelyn Oputu, supported by 2 of Nigeria's global ambassadors. Prior to its formal launching, the pilot scheme was tested amongst micro, small and medium enterprises around the country, and it was indeed a success.
I want to thank God for Nedep because you see smile in my face before you can see it. Because by that time I was a struggling man. I struggle without achieving anything. But this time around, as I am now, I do night work to meet up the demand of the people. And when I cut my sleep, I know that something is coming the following morning. That was what your people did to us. If not that, before I sleep 12 hours every day. But this time, at times I sleep 5 to meet up the demand of the people. So they help us, not only giving us money, they introduce us almost to the world. So I really thank you people. You are God sent. And I believe that as you are helping industry to grow, that was my cry. When the industries in Nigeria are working, it will save the cost of dollar for those who are importing it from overseas.
Honestly, the Nedep loan has tremendously boosted our business because we are able to purchase enough products, we are able to make sales, and we are proud we have got sophisticated machines, unlike the dilapidated machine we were using before. And honestly speaking, it's so easy to acquire because it doesn't need much documentations. It doesn't need much. As our own association, in fact, we did not encounter much problem. Before, when we started with only three people. So as we move on, we increase to 5. Yes. So now we are hoping to at least engage the level of about 12 people as per our projection. Before the Nedep loan, fairly we drill or rice. So before the Nedep loan, we produce about 5 sacks in a day. Yes, 5 sacks in a day, and honestly we sell it instantly. But with the NEEP loan, we can proudly say we can produce 20 bags in a day, and we make sales instantly.
He has impacted a great deal because without the help of Nedep through BOI, we wouldn't have been where we are today, in the sense that he helps us to acquire the big gen, the mixer, because without the mixer, that boy you saw there was mixing it with his hands, and it was tedious. With that mixer, we can mix like 7 to 10 bags in a day. But without the mixer, when we didn't have it, highest was 4 to 5 bags. So it has increased. So we now do a lot of marketing, meet a lot of shop owners, then our demand is high. Before the fund came, we were 19. But as I speak to you now with the fund, we are up to 25. Ever since I got the Nedep fund, he has assisted us in a way that before we were getting our raw material from Uyo here. But with the help of Nedep, with that fund, we'll be able to go to Aba, have a contact people there, 2 people there, that they bring in and we pay in money into the account. Yeah, because before we didn't have enough money to do that, but now we can do that easily. He has helped us a lot. So, I'm grateful to Nedep.
I thank God for helping me through that Nedep to achieve some of what I need from the Bank of Industry. So I'm one of their beneficiaries from 2013 November, but I've been supplied some machines, equipment that I'm using for my own work. It's so important and helpful because now some of the work that I'm going outside to work and carry home, they less some of the cost for me. And then my customers are coming here to work them, not to go there and work and carry come in to cut. So I'm blowing now, cutting for them. Before I get the loan, I have 5 workers. Then, but now after the loan, then I employ more 10, so which is 15. We are hoping that we can get more from the Nedep through the Bank of Industry to achieve our goal. Because there's a way that we are targeting to know that the level of the polythene products we are indeed.
Before they come in, it was like a stress on earth. So skeletal work, you are battling to get raw materials, you are battling to put things in order because these machines are not easily gotten. We are producing a tonnage, my machine carries a tonnage, can finish it, but we're not meeting up. Like I told you, the raw materials, you need money to get it because you apply in time. We are not meeting up, but as they come in, they gave us some facilities to steer up the things. We changed. We also have new workers. At least I was working with, struggling with 4 workers to 6. But now we improved. We are looking up to 20 workers to join us now. And that's a good thing. I think it should be a fool that will be in this country and say Nedep is not working. Nedep is working. Bank of Industry is working. I am standing and, in fact, I am now mobilizing for them. I've been talking to friends who are into manufacturing, who doesn't also have hope, that doesn't know. I'm also talking to young people like me to think of manufacturing as the best option for us now.
We are grateful to them for this assistance to purchase this machine and the second one here. So they are working, and you can now look at the machines they are really producing at a little capacity because of the challenges we have in the power sector. Yeah, so therefore, market-wise, we're okay. The market is improving. We are enjoying the facility for sale. Before we got the loan, we have about 30 workers, but now we have increased to 40 workers now, despite the challenges I've just told you, because we received these machines last year, maybe November or thereabout. So we employed more hands. Additional workers came in. So there is a lot of improvement.
Actually, the Nedep fund has really impacted, as in the loan I collected from Bank of Industry through Nedep has really impacted positively and also greatly on my business in terms of the capital, as in availability of the capital to procure raw materials in bulk. You know, Bauchi is very far from the southwest where we get most of our raw materials. So the loan actually enables me to buy those raw materials in bulk through all these long haul lorries. It has never been easy before the loan to get raw materials in bulk, and to be able to do this business, you need to be able to get the raw materials in bulk, because to get it in small quantities is very, very expensive. By the time you divide the cost on per unit, but when you get those raw materials in bulk, by the time you divide it per unit, you get a substantial profit as a result. So, and that Nedep has already enabled me to be able to buy those raw materials in bulk. Then also, I think by way of a business transaction, the suppliers there too got, as in their business transaction too, got improved as a result of the dealings. And also here, I've been able to create, as in to add additional 5 jobs as a result of the loan. And I've been able to also procure some additional equipment to facilitate my business process. My supply to the market actually got improved as a result of the Nedep fund, because I was able to meet up with the demand of my customers in the market. Before I got a Nedep loan, I had 4 staff, but now I had up to 9 full staff, then 1 casual.
It has helped us greatly. And before the Nedep loan, we were just going to the rural area, helter-skelter, and buy this hide and skin. Look at it. So as of now, as yesterday, you have seen how we shutter 2 lorries to Kano. Our business has expanded. Before I access this loan, we are only 7 in numbers. But now, directly, we have more than 50 people. And even yesterday, we have buy 2 lorries with about 10 people. So now we employ about 150 staff. And we are paying them monthly basis of 30,000 naira per month. So you will see that we do give every month 1,500,000 naira to our staff. Before the loan from Nedep, we only buy it. We have to use at times. We have to go with this cooler wheelbarrow to take it, and it's not more than say 70 to 50 pieces. That is about 2 to 5 ton throughout the week. But now we get over 700,000. As you have seen yesterday, we get over 500,000, about say 100 to 150 tons say daily, especially on Thursday and Wednesday and Monday, the major market day of our areas here.
Some Nedep beneficiaries also bear their minds on how the program has transformed their businesses and means of livelihood.
The business has really improved my lifestyle because, like I always say, that I buy in bulk. When you are transacting through phone with bulk transactions, now the time that you spend and the result, because you are dealing with bulk, as opposed to transacting or making calls for small quantities of raw materials, is cumbersome. So as a result of the loan, the way I transact my business is a lot easier now. And the kind of a confidence that my customers have, because I'm able to meet their demand almost every time. So it boosts the confidence on the relationship that I'm having with them. Before the loan, I was making between 1,000, 1,200 cartons in a month. But now I can boast over 3,500 cartons a month.
He has helped us a great deal because before we couldn't get to many locations, but with the help of that fund, we'll be able to add another car to the one we had already so that we can do more marketing. With the marketing, we'll be able to acquire more places. In that avenue, we'll be able to pay the debt that we are owing.
Even you see our vehicles, it is all through the outcome that the profit we get from the loan we assess from the Nedep and through the Bank of Industry here in zonal office Kaduna, and we are grateful greatly for the assistance they gave us.
According to the Honorable Minister of Industry, Trade and Investment, Mr. Olusegun Aganga, most elements of Nedep is aimed at improving the growth and development of small and medium-scale businesses in the country.
The Nedep program is critical because we've had growth for many decades, but this growth has not been inclusive. Nedep is a new way, a transformational way of addressing the issues of the SMEs. So, for example, there are 4 or 5 major problems they have. One is access to affordable finance. Second is business support services. Third is about skills development. Fourth is about the infrastructure to make their products cheaper and competitive. Fifth is about having market access. Nedep addresses all those problems. So the idea is that once we address those problems at that level, we will prepare them for the industrialization of the country because they will be part of the supply chain of the bigger companies to start with. We will have inclusive economic growth.
The minister, however, commended the Bank of Industry on its strategic and creative ways in which it is assisting MSMEs.
Bank of Industry, who has come up with a very creative way of providing finance to the small and medium enterprises. And in fact, they've done so well in that sector, even leveraging on the capital they have today to have far much more money. They've also been involved in business support services to help the growth of that sector. But SMEDA now is working with them to make sure that they do not only train them on business that they have to start and run a business, how to write business plans that work, and also organize them in a way that they can even access finance from other sources. The creative thing about BOI is that they found a way to do it, because we're doing it on a cooperative basis, that what has been a stumbling block for most SMEs, like collateral, all those things, that can be resolved by working together in a cooperative where they cross-guarantee each other. Also, they found other ways to reach out to the SMEs by working with about 4 microfinance institutions in the country, so that the reach penetration is much more. And SMEDA now has state SME councils to work with each of the SMEs in the country. So it's a new way, a new delivery system that addresses most, if not all, of the issues of the small and medium enterprises.
I'll thank the Minister of Mr. Aganga. We thank him a lot, and I'll also thank, BOI, the whole organization generally, because they've been doing this. I'm privileged to know that. And then for them to come down together, the only issue is I think that there's a way that we need to let our youths out there know the opportunities that has been done. Because with the help of these two projects and this two plan that has been created by the President and ministers and Bank of Industry and the partnership, I would say that now we're about to increase our GDP, we're about to increase our job opportunities, we're about to increase our standard of living.
In time past, you would have heard a lot of small-scale, medium-scale businesses complaining that it's very hard for them to get loans and to access a lot of things that would help their middle-scale and small-scale businesses to survive because the rates in the banks are just too high. I think this is what BOI is trying to do, and specifically Nedep. And so to see that, it was not just talk, but it was action. It would change a lot of lives, a lot of families, because when you talk about businesses, people tend to just talk about it as a business. You forget that is a line of lifeline. So that is somebody's business who's going to survive, who's going to employ so many other people, who's going to take care of so many other families, and it goes on and on. And so that is the transformation that I like to look at. The fact that families down the line are going to be sustained, and then they can be empowered to empower themselves and empower others. So it was nice to be a part of that.
First of all, we see our role as information disseminators, supporting the ministry and the Bank of Industry to take the information out there that this new program has actually been launched. But then also it is our role to encourage and keep advocating for the other sectoral ministries to work more closely together with the Ministry of Industry to deliver on these results. Because if the Ministry of Industry is making the investments, if they're making the policies, for them to be successful, they need to ensure that the right investments also are happening in other sectors. So it is our role to keep communicating that, but also more importantly, we are playing a role of getting young people to get interested and to actually believe that really an opportunity has been opened. The role that we see ourselves playing is working with the Bank of Industry to establish that monitoring mechanism and be able to give constant feedback so that service provision can actually improve and people can feel that they're actually benefiting. But more so, through that monitoring mechanism, we're going to identify projects that are very effective and that are reaching the most people and are having the highest impact.
What else can we say? You heard it all from the micro, small and medium enterprises promoters themselves. According to development experts, if the leadership is right, then the policies will be right, while the implementation will be favorable to the targeted sector. The federal government, through the Ministry of Industry, Trade and Investment, has done its part in creating Nedep. The three implementing agencies, which are the Bank of Industry, BOI, alongside Industrial Training Fund, ITF, and the Small and Medium Enterprises Development Agency of Nigeria, SMIDEN, will leave no stone unturned in making sure that the underserved are adequately supported financially. It's on this note that we'll draw the curtain on this week's edition of Wealth Creation through Industrialization. I am Hadiza Olaosebikan. Have an enterprising week.